Okay, I'm going to describe you what I saw on the other side. That I was there for 4 hours. Okay, since I don't have very much followers anyway, so uh, it's a cloud. When I the first thing that happened to me, it's like I didn't have much sleep. I had like I had like 4 hours sleep. At this thought I want to sleep 8 hours. During 4 hours, but it's like also, one thing is weird is that when I close my eyes, it's like a screen. It's like I see like a clear view. It's like watching HD TV or I didn't need glasses when I was over there on the other side. I didn't need glasses at all, you know. But creation is like I think it's a cloud. I saw clouds all over around me. I saw thunder or lightning. I saw lightning on this corner, and I saw lightning on this corner. And I was looking all around me, and I see all kinds of lightnings, and it was dark. How I saw it, it's like it was dark, and I see all these dark clouds. Then I see this like tornado thing. It looked like a tornado. I think it was like the face of it. It was a soft cloud. It was really soft, but it was dark. And I think, and I was, and all I did was stare. I think, I just looked around. Well, I can see it right now. Actually, I'm looking at it right now. Yeah, it's like I could see. The way I see is my imagination is not my imagination at all. I just see from from there. My pineal right now, my pineal is going crazy a little bit, and I can feel the energy. My energy comes from my legs, you know, and sometimes my hands and my body, depending on how people are, how I feel people. But I felt the energy. This one was kind of weird because I didn't feel the energy. I knew it was there, and I knew it was observing me, looking at me. But it's like it was weird. It was like dark. It was all dark when I saw it, and I just saw all the lightnings going off, you know. And I felt like I was floating in, in space, Because and then I look around, yeah, I was in space, floating, you know. And then the only thing I can say is like I kind of like told it that I was different, like I said on my last video. But it doesn't have a gender, you know. It is very, very, very intelligent. I mean, it's very intelligent. I don't know. I look at it like it was my equal. I look at it. I looked at it because I was looking at myself. If you think about it, it's a reflection of who I am when I look at it. It doesn't matter who you are or what you are. It doesn't care. It's like it just for me it's kind of weird. It's like it just we're just creation is something. It's not like what religious people think about, you know. In fact, it never said anything to me, really, or has it said things to me? I don't know. It's like all it does is observe me, or either that is talking to my head right now, saying I should make this video describing this being or energy, this cloud energy, or what it is, you know. And it's interesting, you know. I don't believe in nothing should be worshipped, you know. That's the way I am, the way I'm set up. It's like I don't believe anything should be worshipped, even though it created us and it created everything around us. It's like I don't worship it, you know. I, to me, is I know it created me, but it's like I do not worship it. I do not bow down and do all that bull crap, you know. I'd rather be honest, you know. I'd rather be who I am. It doesn't matter what gender you are or who you are. Religious people are so fucked up in the fucking head. They, they, especially male men, you know, they gave it a gender which didn't make any sense at all, you know. So male domination, you know. So they made up their own make believe to believe it has a gender, but it doesn't have a gender at all. It does not have a gender at all. It's just, to me, it's just energy. You know, what makes us, you know, what created us is like what moving this body that we have, this body that I'm in. You know, there's energy is functioning this body. You know, and I always saw myself. The way I looked at myself, from the beginning, I always look at myself like a little orb, you know, controlling this body, this compressed inside this body, you know. That's how I looked at it. But it's like, but as a dragon, I have a different type of. I think I have a different type of energy than regular people do, you know. You know, it's like I guess this body produces the healing energy, you know, the to switch on people's ability. You know, I guess that's what I'm designed for, to switch on people's ability to look through people, to see their past lives and all that shit, and other things that I don't even know. Sometimes it just pop up, and then all of a sudden, oh, I could do this, I could do that, but it's like it just everyone is set up the same. I mean, everybody, you know. You know what's weird about me is like it's like I question life itself. You know, I question life. I question everything about our lives. You know, and I kind of like analyze, and I kind of like I look at people in my everyday work. You know, and I kind of like observing people. I'm an observer of people. You know, I love to observe people for no reason. You know, the behavior of how people act. You know, my thing is learning human behavior. You know, and how they act, and you know, it's like, and I kind of like question people's intelligence. You know, you think you have to be intelligent to see what I just saw? That's the question I ask. Because in this reality, in this body, I'm not that intelligent. I mean, technically, the intelligence is totally different from the reality that we live. The ones who say their intelligence is based on this greed, you know, and their education. Their education they're like slave-based education. You know, that's what it is. To me, it's slave-based. How greedy people act, and then when some guy tells you you're not really smart and educated, but it's like for me, simplicity. You know, common sense. Common sense is the best way of life. That's how I look at everything. I make things simple and common sense, and that's how I run. And all of a sudden, I meet this thing. I meet it. You know, it's not a god. It's it. And I found out it can be killed just like everybody else. And it, you know, or either that is recreating itself. Since it done a lot of bad shit. It created this fucking negative reality we live in. It created this negative reality we live in, and it's fucked up how we live. How we are, because it basically, I guess, the first creation was a psychopath, and start fucking with us and all that shit. And now I see Jay. It's like, okay, so it's not. Well, I mean, I still have Era, Era of 90% Era and 10% Lily in me, but it's still, I think it's recreating its own self. It's changing itself. I think, and in the perspective that how I look at it is, it doesn't have to be the way it should be. I mean, I think 90% of the human beings on this world, to me, is like they're all fucking bad. They're like 90% of humanity is cuckoo in the head. And they all want to believe that it's a man, a god. It's man's god. Man is a fucking psychopath. Man is nothing but a psychopath in their fucking beliefs. And here I am, a transgender. Seeing it for the first. My question was, I always had the curiosity of who created me, and creation itself, And one thing that's weird is like I met creation, and I don't give a. I'm technically like an atheist, if you think about it. I'm an atheist, but it's like, but I seen creation. When I look in the sky, look at the clouds. That's who I see, the creation. I look at the cloud. It's like the clouds that form the dragons. I think sometimes I feel like creation's creating it to show me that I am a dragon. And what's thing is weird is like I enjoy talking to this cloud. This dark cloud in space. I enjoyed talking to it. I felt comfortable. I mean, I wasn't scared of it. It's like, and people think, all these religious fuckheads, they think I'm gonna be, oh, you're wrong, that's not right, God is man. Fuck your fucking God. Your God was the creation, the first creation, was a fucking psychopath, and it made you the people who believe in God are the image of the psychopath. That's what they are. They're the image of a psychopath. They don't fucking. They have no regards for their own lives. That's what humanity is. It's like they have no regards for their own lives. They don't have regards for themselves. So they make everyone suffer, you know? But it was interesting when I saw these clouds and the lightnings, you know? Energy, you know? It felt, had a lot of, and it was like a neutral energy to me. It felt like I didn't feel energy. It was like neutral for me, you know? And I kind of like, there's no heaven and there's no hell, you know? We manifest it. We created it. You know, we as a collective created our own hell. That's how it works. You know, we as a collective, because we're all from the same energy, same place, the source. You know, sometimes I had this question about source. Where did it come from? You know, how did it become source? You know, and then the cloud, the darkness, you know, created the light. You know, darkness really created the light. If you think about it, if you took away the sun, it's pure dark. You know, it's like there's got to be a balance between darkness and light. You know, there has to be a balance. I mean, you can't call all darkness evil, to be honest. I don't know why darkness, you know, has to be evil. You know, why does darkness has to be evil? You know, I don't get that shit. You know, for me, it's kind of weird. My mindset is kind of like different from everybody else. You know, it's just I don't see the same as everyone else does. You know, I do not see the same as everyone. I just all I care about is taking this planet and bring it back to nature itself. You know, all I care about is bringing this planet back to nature. You know, untouched. Let the animals become free. You know, sooner or later, you know, we're gonna get this planet back the way it is. You know, sooner or later, we are gonna get this planet back. And the greedy fuckers, you know, all these greedy motherfuckers, you know. I mean, you gotta be careful, to be honest, you know. You be careful, you know. It's like it just you guys, you know, when is enough enough, you know? When enough is enough, you know. I'm feeling energy right now. I'm feeling this energy. When are you gonna stop? You know? When are you gonna let humanity go free? You know? When are you gonna stop making them slaves? You know? That's all I'm saying. It's like you can't consume too much. You have to give back sooner or later. And sooner or later, the planet will give back. It needs to get. It'll take these bodies. You know, these bodies that we have. You know, it's like it's not our bodies. Technically, it's planet. It's Gaia's bodies. You know. I mean, I believe in Gaia. You know, I love Gaia. I love Lily. I love Gaia. I love Hera. You know. I guess I love Jay. You know. I love Ruth. I love my Sunday Funday group, even though I'm kind of separated from them for now. I'm just kind of, you know, I'm just kind of fucking having a lot of thoughts, you know. I love Star. uh, I love, I love the people who wants to change. I love the people who likes to see better for everyone else. The ones who don't like to see everybody else, you could go fuck yourself. That's all I can say. You can go fuck yourself if you don't love everybody else. If you love greed, you don't love nobody. If you love money, you really don't love nobody. You know, if you love politics, you still don't love anyone at all. So I question these people's love. You know, I question humanity's love. Yeah, I love it. The cloud. I wish I knew how. I wish it had a name. I guess it's Jay. I love Jay too. So it's like, yeah. I woke up. I see. I'm starting to see things, and there's some. I don't know about helping people though. That's the one I question myself. It's like, do I really want to help people or humans? Greedy humans. Do I really want to help greedy humans? It's just. I still hear the ringing in my ear. They're still working on me. I always thought they would leave, but I guess I have. I'm still trying to find my purpose of me being here. I know I was forced into this body. I know I was forced into this body. I didn't choose to be here. It wasn't a choice for me compared to some of the people. I didn't choose to be human. Yeah. I got another 20 years left in this physical body. But we'll see. Yeah, for me, it's kind of weird. It's like I've been looking for my significant other. Supposedly, I have a significant other. Another dragon or something. But I don't know. I don't know, to be honest. I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna give you guys my heart energy. If you could feel my heart energy, if you can feel me at all, if you can feel my energy at all, or feel some kind of energy, then talk to me if you want. You can talk to me. If you don't feel nothing, if you don't feel any kind of energy from me, then I don't know, you're asleep. I guess you're asleep if you don't feel my energy. You know? I'm a heart-based type dragon. Yeah. That's all I am. A heart-based dragon. I'm sending you my energy, whoever out there watching me. My pineal's going off right now. If you can feel me, let me know. If you can't, then you're asleep. If you can't feel me. I'm seeing it right now. I'm looking at it. I guess they want me to speak and tell you, you know? It's very peaceful. Yeah, when I look at it, it's like it's very peaceful. And I see Jay in my head, smiling. I see Source. Source is like a big, huge gold ball. That's how I look at it. Source is like a big, huge gold ball, and there's a field that goes around. It's like fucking it's like a cell, you know. And there's a field around it, you know. It's interesting though. It's like seeing, I like looking at it. Most of the time I look at it in my head. I look at it. I'm looking at it right now. I don't have to close my eyes. I'm looking at it too at the same time. I think it's surrounding the source, I think. It's connected to it. Huh. Interesting. Huh. I don't know. If you think I'm a fucking crazy, wacko, psycho, transgender, then you are fucking brainwashed. Have a nice day.